Hello everybody, welcome back to Anno 1503. We have just discovered our first neutral force, kind of like faction that we have. So the Pyrenees they are, and they have a little settlement just down here in the east in one of these southern islands. And well, what can we do with them? Well, they do give us some resources. We can sell something, we can purchase something. At the moment they only trade with us salt. This can improve though then once we start selling them some stuff as well. And look at them, how cute they are. There is actually someone here swinging around, someone is dancing. Seems like a jolly good civilization there. Some elephants are roaming the streets of this village there. Now we are in the process of exploring a few more islands with our ship, and yeah, just when the next plague thing happens, we need to be very careful with the plague because that is something that spreads very rapidly. So we have one over here, so that is our next goal right away. We do have the medicine herbs here that we can use, so that is something we really do need to focus on. Let's go with them. And what we can see is, before we can research the doctor, we do need 50 knowledge points. Now, we don't need that much gold, but we do need 50 knowledge points. We only have 25, so we do need to build a second school. That is very important. We have the first school surrounded by settlers, that's fine, but for another school, that would be probably on this side. We don't have that many settlers yet, so that is something we need to focus. I think those guys here, yep, they do need a chapel, so we are limiting the amount of settlers at the moment with the chapel, the lack of chapel. And I think here we can have one, because there, first of all, we have some space and we have many more buildings around it. On this side, you know, we are kind of like limited with the mountain area. So for now, I'd rather have the chapel where it fits, and that is just behind the tavern, right? So this is where you want to have a chapel usually. Let's have one in that location, and people will now flood it once again. That is the chapel. So we still have a bit of room left for, yeah, a little school that we can have just beside our chapel. Very important. And I think I'm going to leave the tree between the chapel and the tavern, so, you know, kind of like have a border between those. Then we have the school. So with this, we have now raised our knowledge cap to 50. What I still need to do though is, yeah, I need to have more buildings here, because only that handful of pioneers will not do it for the researching. So we need to be very careful once again if we build it, to not build them too far away from the market stand. So this one, for example, is already out of reach now. So let's keep that space free for now, or open for now. Oh, yeah, I can see that I cannot build anything there anymore. So we'll need another market house. And I just like to build those market houses for the music alone that we received there, because that brings back, as always, so many childhood memories when I played this game at the gentle age of 12, I think.
A conflagration is devouring your
now
city.
we do have, once again, a fire in the background somewhere, but fires are no longer a problem, right? This one, it looks a bit, yeah, more severe, but the firefighter is already coming. Oh, it's actually 2 flames now, so they're spreading a bit more quickly. And while we're here, let's just have a look at our market stands. As we can see, resource-wise, we're in a really good spot at the moment. Even tobacco has stabilized now, so we do have a bit of tobacco as surplus, and that is just what we want. Right, those buildings here are, yeah, outside of those market buildings, so I'm not going to do anything here anymore. Perhaps I can still... No, that's really it, right? But that's a lot of people anyway. And now I can just open up the resources once again for those guys, and they will then start upgrading to the next level. Oh, yeah, that's it already. I'm out of wood once again. Let's stop it. And since I do have a bit of money on the side, we have 12,000. Why do I have so much? Because I've also now started to sell ship weapons, because we are capped on ship weapons, ship cannons that we have, and they sell for a nice price there. They're twice as valuable as the spices, for example. And we're also selling a bit of alcohol because we have so much of it now. Right, a bit more spices are coming in. The trader will hopefully purchase some goods there again. Very good, another 1,000 coins. And we need to start now with the wood. So I need to purchase wood. We don't have enough here. We are consuming quite a lot of wood now with our ore industry as well. So down on this side we do have still a bit of room for some additional forester huts. Let's have another one, and probably far down here, yeah, let's have another one.
A conflagration is devouring
we do
your
need
city.
all the wood that we can get, and yeah, we do have those hills again, so it's very, very hard to build anything. And what I also want to do is I want to upgrade our market house here so it can house more carriers, but as we can see, we still need another ton of wood before we can do that. So let's just wait that out. Since we do get so much wood here, there it is. Very good. And now 2 of them are getting the resources to and fro for all the wood that I need, because boy, I do need so much of it. And speaking of upgrades of the warehouses, I think it's also time to upgrade the main warehouse of our settlement, just that we have something beautiful that people can see first thing when they arrive. And for this, we have this building here. It increases our storage once again, and of course it also has additional carriers than for the fishermen's here that we have. Though I don't think that I will be needing those fishermen's that long anymore, because I think with the next civilization status we are definitely going to have then some bread production as well that gives us some food. Now please sell us some wood. No, these traders really don't want to trade that much wood, right? I'm paying premium price now for all the wood that I can get. We have 57 logs at the moment, so let's once again open the upgrades. Okay, that's a few of them at least. And with that, of course, also my spice and tobacco consumption increases again. Now, I just figured out, just on the buy, that, well, knowledge points are not increased by the number of schools, but by the civilization status, I think. So we do need to advance to the next civilization status. That is not that difficult anymore, because when we look at the settler's house, what we can see is that we've got everything. The only exception here is the church. So the church building is the last building that we'll need, and it is a beautiful building, and we can afford it. We have everything for the church building. Huge. The only thing that we need for the church though is, space. So we probably will need to get rid of some of these buildings here. And let's just find a suitable location. And the first location that comes to mind is this block of houses here, because what we can see is that it's still reachable for those people living here on this side, so they can still reach the church, and that's quite important that I want to reach all of these people down here. Now for that, unfortunately, I need to get rid of the fireworkers and 3 settler houses, but that's going to be worth it anyway, because we can upgrade it quite quickly. And the fire station, let's just have this instead of this pioneer block, right? And instead of this one, we have the fire station that we can place here. And now it is time for the church. It is such a beautiful building. And church, let's have it to the main street. Here we go. There we have the church. And as we can see now, oh yes, I totally forgot. Now what's happening is that all my chapels are also upgrading to the church style, you know. So once I have the church, you only need 1 church really, because all of my chapels become a church now as well. A small one though, right? And the major one that we have is still attracting all these people, but now they have access to the church, and now we can finally upgrade them to the last stage. Let's have a little plaza here in front of it. Right, we can afford it. And ornament wise, I don't have any ornaments so far, but we're getting them soon. Also, what I want to do is upgrade this market house here so it fits more like to the church. Speaking of that, I think probably that we're going to move the church and at some point up to my main plaza area, or I'm going to have my palace here. I have no idea yet. In that case, the church is a beautiful building, and all of my chapels now are churches as well. So let's just have a quick look at my settlers. And yeah, he is really happy with his life at the moment. He's got everything he needs. So the next time we now open up the resources, we're going to get the first 3rd level civilization. Let's go with it. Did we get them? I don't think so. I think now only settlers applied. Oh no, there they are, citizens. We get the first citizens now in even more beautiful buildings, but that is not the best perspective that we have on this. I just love the graphics. Look at that settler house and citizen house. Beautiful. And yeah, with the upgrade of those guys, we are going to have now a lot of new additional buildings then. But let's just wait until I can upgrade a few more. And now we truly have a lot more here just beside the harbor area. And as we can see, those are the new buildings now. So those are the citizens that we have. At the moment, no new demands have arisen. So in that case, they don't want anything as long as there are only a few of them, a handful of them. But of course, they're going to pay some nice prices there on the market. And as we can see, unlocking a few more buildings, we have the university now. We have now the lamp oil stand and the clothing stand. For the lamp oil, it's pretty cool. We do need whales, and we have the whales just on this island. beside us. I hope no one has settled on it yet, so we are going to do that right away before someone else does it. Let's build us another trade ship. With that we can then get over there. A new trader is coming. Please, 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 please sell me some wood. Oh, we have 107 wood. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so I don't think I need more wood then. I don't know why we have so much. Probably someone sold it to us. We have built another ship. Before I open up my construction again for my people, the construction resources, I'm going to load this ship here now with some tools. And with some wood and some stone. Right, and with that, let's get up here.
Ahoy, you salty dogs.
And here we do have then some space, and as we can see, lots of whales there. There should also be an Inuit civilization somewhere lurking around in the ice, so hopefully we can find them and trade with them. They're very close to us, but oil is the important thing here for the lamp whale. We don't have any tools at the moment. Since we have the money and speed things up, let's also purchase some tools. In that regard, I'm going to increase my tool production now, since really we do have a nice balance overall. And what else new have we unlocked? We have now the grain farm. It doesn't need any fertility bonus, so we just can place it anywhere, and this will then produce us lots of food. We have the cotton finally, and the sugarcane for even more alcohol production. Quite important. There we have the rum distillery then, and the mill. And with that, the bakery. I think we're lacking resources. Yep, the tools. We have now tier 3 warehouse, and even more beautiful warehouse. And something else, perhaps? Yeah, we have now the castle amongst other buildings, which is just a beautiful building overall. And in that case, we can have then soldiers there. We will need them. We do have the Watchtower. We probably should place some Watchtowers here on the border, just in case he has something sinister in mind. And we get the first ornaments as well. So ornamental gardens, ornamental statues, the Fountain of Venus.
Echo in the streets. Fire!
Another fire. And what I can see is up on this side, we've lost the buildings probably to another fire. So let's have us a fire station here as well. Right, and up here on this island, there has been no other opponent yet. So let's get us a warehouse. Oh, and there we got someone.
A conflagration is devouring your city.
These do not look like Inuits though. What are these? A new culture has been discovered. I don't know, I cannot trade with them or click on them, it seems. It seems like we are not friendly with them yet. They don't have a warehouse particularly, but it doesn't matter, you know, we can expand to this area and we don't need any fields on this island. We really just want to get the whales. So we only need coastal sites. That's the important thing. And yeah, let's just expand with our market building. It has salt. Oh, that's pretty cool. Because we do need salt, so there is another production that we can open up here. We can have still 2 more of these market buildings. Let's have one over here and one then close to the mountain. Right, and there we've used all the wood. And very good. And I can really go with it, right? So it's on my territory. Let's just check that out real quick. Yes, I can have a salt mine here. That is just perfect. Let's have a look at my salt.
The size of more than 1,000 inhabitants.
We have still 95 tons of salt, but as we can see, it is pretty low as opposed, for example, to food. And we only have 1 salt deposit here, so that is just something perfect. And for that, oh, what is happening? Oh yeah, he's reached 1,000 people. We are at 2,000 people, so no problem there, speed-wise. And let's get us another trader. And after that, another battleship. Right, speaking of battleships, where are my 2? Down here we have some space, but oh, it's a bad island. It only has 50% for spices. This one has only 50% for tobacco, but it has wine. That's something, I don't know. We still have lots of space on this side. There's the opponent. But it shouldn't matter too much.
The fleet is moving, Commander.
We could just expand to take all of that. You know, it's still bigger than anything else.
A new ship sails under your flag.
And yes, we have a new trade ship. I think with this trade ship we'll go right down on that side. We do have this island that has not been taken yet as far as I can see. There we would have the silk. Now silk is something we need for the clothing. And there we've got lots of space. Sugarcane, cotton and indigo. Oh god. Oh my goodness. I will need a lot more islands.
Aye aye.
let's give this ship some resources here. Lots of resources, in fact. 50 of each. We don't even have that many tools. Yeah, but I'm still purchasing tools. And let's get with that down here and find us a suitable location. I think this one is my favorite so far.
Is ready for your orders,
because we also have lots of space here to build plantations on. At least it looks to me like there's lots of fertile land. And this is just perfect. Though we have a volcano on this island, so this one will erupt from time to time and then destroy some buildings. But I think it's fine, at least as long as it provides us a nice income of resources. Now, my citizens still don't want anything else. They're pretty happy as they are. So I've used now quite a lot of tools. I'm going to wait for my tools to come back up, and then we're going to continue with another tools production. And what I can see is that, oh, I think we are out of ore on this mountain here. Yep, this ore mine is no longer producing anything, though we still have some ore deposits, right? It's just this one that doesn't have anything. So what we can try is we can get this mountain here. There's actually a small mountain just on this side with a little ore deposit. Let's get this one and hope that we get some ore out of it. And yes, my ore smelter actually can reach it, because this one's producing now some ore. Hopefully it is very good, and he's getting it then, right? Yes, very good. So it doesn't need a street connection. Problem here is it's right on the mountain, so I cannot build any street to it. Oh yes, actually here is a little spot that I have, but he's still getting the resources. That's fine, because we need the ore. We can get rid of this mine for now. I think there is the chance to get a deep ore mine then soon with the research. Let's just check our schools for that. And there it is, the large ore mine. Cost me 40 knowledge points. As we can see, we have 50 knowledge points now. So this was our original premise of this episode, to get the knowledge points, because with that we can now go with the doctor, right? And the doctor will then finally solve us the plague problem. So let's do that. And there we've researching the doctor. And he's got it. And let's just have a look at him. There he is, the doctor. And I think the doctor, does he need... Yeah, there we have it. There we have the medicinal herb plantations now. So we do need a few of them as well. Let's just have a look at my trader down here. Sugarcane, cotton, indigo. Yes, let's settle on this island. Though the opponent will of course not be amused. We do need those resources here. Now let's just get some marketplaces up here. Market buildings.
This island contains ore.
Only ore? I was hoping for gold.
There is ore on this island. An ore deposit has been found. An ore deposit has been found.
Okay, it's only ore on this island. That's a bit disappointing, because I want gold. But still, we have quite a lot of territory now. We've got up here, so we do have our borders now fixed, right here in the middle. And as we can see, he didn't really do that much on this island. I don't know why he's got a settlement here. Probably because he hadn't had the chance to get a temperate zone. And yeah, lots of buildings that we can place here now. The only thing we need is wood. And actually, let's just get our forester huts ourselves for now. Right, so 4 of them should be fine. They don't cost me that much really. And we can save a bit of wood then on our main island by having them here. Right, so now we have a decent wood production. We do have tools here available anyway, and then we can start with our production right away. Let's just check how much green area. Oh yes, we got lots of fertile land, especially on this side. Beautiful. Lots of plantations are waiting for this. And then we still have this one down here. So cotton, sugarcane, indigo. Oh, yeah, a second opponent has landed just now. So we would need to be really quick now if we want to take this island. Or we're going with this one. Nope, I want this one as well. We do have...
Aye, aye.
We still have a bit of space up here. You know, we can take the whole northern side of this island. And we should be doing that. We definitely should be doing that. Other than that, I think we have exhausted the most of the islands. There we have wine, but not much fertile ground. And there we don't have anything really. So this is not worth anything. Space-wise, we cannot do that much though. Alright, so we need to get this island and hopefully a bit of space with that and fertile ground. Other than that, I think right now we are accumulating some knowledge points again. Very good for our next upgrades then. And the herb farm is what we still need to do. So let's get us some room again, some space far away from my town. This looks perfect. Get rid of the trees and then have, I don't know, I think one will be perfectly enough actually. Let's have one for now. Right, and build the fields. Cute little farm that we have there, and there are some crooks coming out. And some hacks coming out with crooked backs, and yeah, getting the herbs. And the herbs that are being brought to the doctor, now prone to the sickness, are especially the citizens then. So we do need to have the doctor close where we have lots of citizens living. And I think there is just a perfect opportunity here in the middle with this pioneer building that just doesn't belong there anymore. And there we can have then the doctor building. And there we have him. Finally, a doctor. He just needs some medicine now. There we have the market building for that. Let's build it as well. And now we have finally some solution to that problem. There we have then a bit of room again for some ornaments once I have them unlocked. And other than that, the settlement is growing money-wise. We are fine at the moment. We have some tools again. So the next tools production is then also coming. And then we'll continue. Stay tuned.